Hey guys, it's Natasha, and welcome to Animal Amazement. On this episode, we're looking at the wise and creative elephant. The elephant is the largest land mammal and the most intelligent aside from the great apes. Elephants are very well known for their long-term memories. Their temporal lobes are larger and denser than that of humans, which helps with their memory. They can remember routes to water holes that are really far away, which is great for elephants who live in the desert. And they can recognize people and other elephants that they haven't seen in a long time. There's this one really cute story of these two elephants who were friends at the circus, and then they hadn't seen each other for 20 years, and they met up again at this elephant sanctuary, and they were super excited to see each other, and it was really adorable. Their memories also come in handy when leading herds. Scientists in Tanzania were watching 3 herds of elephants during a very long drought, and the 2 herds who were led by older matriarchs were able to find water a lot easier than the one led by the younger matriarch, because the older elephants were able to remember a drought that happened 30 years ago and knew what to do. Both Asian and African elephants live in these tight-knit groups led by one dominant matriarch, and the groups are usually made up of her offspring and more female relatives and then their calves, and they all raise their children together. And it's pretty peaceful. Like if one elephant disagrees with something the matriarch is doing, instead of having a fight to the death like most other animals do, they usually just split off into separate groups and go their separate ways. Elephants have unique ways of communicating with each other. They use trumpet calls, which are sometimes too low for humans to hear, and body language, and seismic signals. So they can create vibrations in the ground, and they can detect them with their bones, and that's how they communicate over long distances. Elephant trunks are very strong and probably the most sensitive organ in any mammal. They can use them to shell peanuts and to suck up water, to drink or bathe, and as snorkels when they swim. Just like human children suck their thumbs, baby elephants will suck their trunks for comfort, and older elephants will also do it when they're feeling nervous or insecure. An elephant's tusks are actually teeth that are embedded deep within the elephant's head, and they use these tusks as tools to dig for food and water and to strip bark off trees and as weapons in battle. And just like people are right-handed or left-handed, elephants are right-tusked or left-tusked. Elephants are self-aware. They can recognize themselves in the mirror, which is a common test of intelligence, but they also have a level of self-understanding and body awareness that humans don't have until the age of 2. In one study, an elephant had to pick up a stick and give it to its trainer, but then the stick was tied to a mat that the elephant had to step on to grab the stick, and in order to complete the task, the elephant had to step off of the mat. And the fact that the elephant was able to figure out how to do that shows that they can consider things from someone else's perspective. And elephants have been shown to be empathetic. When an elephant is sad, the other elephants around it will pick up on that and will share in those feelings of unhappiness, and then they'll go up to the elephant and try to comfort it by stroking it with their trunks or emitting little soft chirps. And elephants will also help other injured elephants. They also grieve and they mourn their dead. When an elephant comes across a dead elephant, they'll usually stay with it for a few hours, usually stroking the body with their trunk, or they even sometimes try to bury their dead. But elephants don't just show empathy towards other elephants, they also show it towards people. They can understand human pointing, and they've even been known to mimic human sounds and words. An Asian elephant in 2012 surprised his researchers when he was able to speak Korean. He was only able to say about 5 words, and the elephant probably didn't actually know what he was saying, but was mimicking those sounds as a form of bonding with his trainers. Elephants can also distinguish between people based on their ethnicity, gender, and age just by the sound of their voice. So in Kenya, the Maasai ethnic group has a long history of hunting elephants in the wild, but the Kamba group does not. So researchers recorded people from both groups saying something like, "Look over there, there's an elephant herd approaching." And then they play those recordings for a herd of elephants. And when the elephants heard a Maasai man saying those words, they reacted by huddling together and moving away from the voice. But when they heard a Kamba man or women and children from either group saying those words, they did not react. Finally, elephants can use tools to problem solve. In 2010, researchers placed some fruit just out of reach of an elephant named Kandula. And after some thought, he found a plastic block, rolled it over, stepped on it, and was able to reach the fruit. He was able to repeat this trick with other tools, and he was even able to stack some blocks on top of each other. Elephants have also been known to use sticks to scratch body parts that they can't reach, and to make fly swatters out of branches and grass. They also like to dig holes in the ground to reach drinking water, and then they'll chew up some bark to make a plug and use that to plug up their little drinking hole to keep the water from evaporating and to save it for later. So it's kind of like an elephant water bottle. Elephants are some of the most intelligent animals in the world. They can display a wide range of complex emotions, they can play, and they have a sense of humor. They can self-medicate, like they know how to eat certain things to help themselves when they're not feeling well, or even to help with labor. They learn new things and use tools and can even mimic human speech. Like, that's just amazing. So I hope you enjoyed learning about these amazing animals. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, and tune in next week for another animal amazement video.